Hi there, it's wine day today. I've just picked my grapes. I have 16 pounds 4 ounces of grapes left, so I think that'll make me about just shy, well, probably about 4 litres of juice, I think. So this is my sodium metabisulfite solution, which is just this white powder. 5 teaspoons of this white powder. That's granular. That's the box it comes in. Get it from a wine store. So I'm going to put my grapes in here to mash them. This is already sterilized and rinsed, and I'm going to sort my grapes into here and then back into here. This has been sterilized too, so I'm going outside now to sort and de-stem my grapes, so I'll be back in a little while. So that's my, oh, that says 16.5 pounds now. Oh well. It's at 16 pounds 4 ounces. It differs every time you put it on there. The bucket was zeroed out, so that's the exact weight of the grapes. So I'll take it off, or it falls off. So this will be my de-stemming station and sorting. So sort good grapes into the bowl, which is sterilized. Actually, that bucket was sterilized, and this is just waste. So I meant to add in the jelly video that I did that you don't need to sterilize all the cooking utensils. That's just something I do. It's not necessary, because you're boiling, basically you're boiling 3 times, so there can't be any bacteria in that process. Excuse my shaky hand again. Anyway, I will get on. I'll be back a little later when I have some grapes sorted. Hi there, we just started the de-stemming, and this is about an average size handful of Concord grapes. I'm losing quite a few because a lot of these have got bird damage now. They've pecked them, and some of them have gone dry, and some of them have got insects inside. So you can see even on this one here, there's a beak mark on that one right up there, but I think that one's okay. But there's lots with lots of beak marks, and I'm throwing them away. I don't want to risk any bird diseases, although the alcohol will take care of most of it, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm pretty fussy. So that's where we're at now. We just started. I'll be back in a little while. Just going to show you the bird damage. You can see here the peck marks. Excuse my shaky hand. So this is pretty much a whole cluster, and they've been pretty much ruined. So they're going in the discard bin. Okay, I think I'm about halfway. That's 6.5 pounds. I have to check that because I didn't make the scale. I have to double check the weight of the. So that's 6.5. So that's usually equates to about 2 litres of juice. So these I'm going to go wash and put them in the other steel pot, and then I will finish these, and I'm hoping I get another close to 6.5 pounds of grapes out of them. But so far I've got probably almost 1.5 pounds maybe. I'll take the bucket weight out. It says 2 pounds, so £1.75 roughly of no good. Quite a lot of waste due to the bird pecks and insects. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. Okay, we've got the cheesecloth in the sterilising solution, and we'll just rinse the grapes best we can. 6.5 pounds of grapes here, close to, and they're going to go into here, and they will get mashed in here, and then it might have to sit for a little while, and then we'll add some more, hopefully another 6.5 pounds. So that's where we're at right now. I'll be back when we're a little further ahead. Okay, the grapes have been mushed, and I've put in 1 Camden tablet, and it's got to sit for an hour. I'm going to make white wine out of red grapes this year, so this is going to get strained. I'm supposed to have added some pectolase, but I don't have it. I'm going to see if I can get it this afternoon. This is got to go through the cheesecloth and a strainer, and then check the specific gravity. So that's where we're at. This is got to sit for an hour. It's got a Camden tablet in it, which will a ground up Camden tablet, which is very similar to the sanitizing compound, same stuff, and it kills off any wild yeast that's in there. So that's where we're at the minute, and I've got my hydrometer here in a sterilizing solution and ready to go. That just needs to be rinsed off, and I've got my 2 buckets ready. It'll go into the left bucket there through the cheesecloth and a strainer, and then later tonight it'll go into that bucket and have its yeast added and an airlock put on, but that won't be till later tonight. So that's where we're at right now. My indoor tomato plant. It's getting too cold to ripen it outside. We've had frosts a couple of nights now, so it is ripening though. This is Gardener's Delight, and it's been very slow this year. I didn't plant it till June, and I guess that's the problem. It needed starting earlier, maybe indoors, but it is ripening. They're going a few at a time. So, and this is my wine from last year, which is it's ready to drink now. I just have to bottle it. So we haven't got into the bottling of that. That's got to happen this week too. So there's 2 3-gallon jugs there, or demijohns, and that has to happen this week because I need the demijohns for this. So, and there's my peppers out on the deck, my lipsticks there, and a Jimmy Nardello to the right. They've been really good. Enjoyed them this summer. Anyway, I'll be back with more wine in a minute. Hi, back again. This is the specific gravity reading. It looks like it's 1066, and I have to take a temperature to correct it. Possibly it might be up 1 or down degrees from there, but I don't know whether you can see that. Hopefully. Anyway, that's the specific gravity. It's quite a bit higher than it was last year. It's standing up higher in the 1066. Anyway, Okay, that's it for now. We're going to work out how much sugar to add. It will need some. So it's sat for just over an hour, and most of the easy juices gone into this bucket. It's draining through the cheesecloth and through this. I'm trying to get it all to go through this as much as possible, but at some point I'm going to end up having to have the pulp in the cheesecloth so that I can squeeze the rest of the juice out by hand. So that's where we're at. We will be back again shortly when we've got this squeezed. So best way to do it seemed to be to put the cheesecloth right down in the bucket and then pour the grapes into the cheesecloth and then lift the cheesecloth up. Except that for the size of the piece of cheesecloth I've got, it's only 2 layers instead of 4, so it won't strain as well. But now I'm just going to squeeze this bag until all the juice is out. I can see some juice down there. I guess it's up to here. So that's about 3 litres of juice right now. Or 2.5 litres probably. So that's it for now. I'll be back when I've got it all squeezed out. So that's all the grape juice. I probably could have got more, but it was taking too long and it was starting to come through the cheesecloth bag. So they make a nylon bag that I would imagine is much better, much more durable, much more reusable, but I don't know where to get them yet, so that's what I'll try and get for next year. That's if I haven't come across a press in the meantime, because that would make it a lot easier, for sure. Anyway, so we finally ended up with 3.5 litres of juice at 1067 specific gravity. That was adjusted because it was 69 degrees, the temperature of the must or the juice. And to bring it up to a gallon, 4.5 litres, I've just put 9 ounces of sugar was the required amount of sugar. So 9 ounces went into about 800 millilitres of water, which I've just boiled, and I'm now waiting for this to cool. I stirred in the sugar until it was, this is now sugar water. So when this cools, I'll add it to that pot, and that pot will be very full. And then that pot will have to sit for a couple of hours, and then it will get siphoned into a bigger fermenting vessel where the yeast will be put in. So that's where we're at right now. I'm just waiting for this to cool down to add it to the juice. So that's it for now. I'll be back when I've got more. So this is the yeast. It's been activated. It was Lalvin yeast, and it required activating by putting 50 mils of water into this jar, putting it in the microwave for 15 seconds. And that brings it up to 40 degrees. I checked it with a thermometer and that's what it was. So it had to sit for 20 minutes, and that's been 20 minutes, and I'm gonna add it to the must now. There's supposed to be 4.5 litres in here. It's fairly clear because I put it through the cheesecloth, and then I also ran it back through a sieve again, so this jug I sanitise, so should be clean enough to do that. Clean out what was in there. So that's it. Now this is gonna sit for 10 to 14 days. I've got the airlock in. The airlock's got the sanitizer solution, so water plus the sanitizing. And so we will see how well this yeast works in the next couple of days, but it should take 10 to 14 days before I have to re-rack it. So I'll bring you back when it's fermenting. So that's it for today. 1 gallon of wine started. Thanks for watching.